All right, on to the next question.
Great. Second one you can ask.
All right. Okay. So this was from the video. Jesus' favorite title was not Son of God. We stated it was Son of Man.
Yes.
And this person commented, kindly provide proof that this is his favorite title.
Okay. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
do you want to do that?
Blah.
Okay, so we have a few references from Matthew 8, verse 20, Matthew 9, verse 6, Matthew 11, verse 19, Matthew. Just a lot of Matthews. Then we get to Mark, and then again Matthew, and more Mark.
Yeah, Matthew and Mark, they give a lot of references to it. So in Matthew, it's 32 times. In Mark, it's 14 times. And Luke, 26 times, where Jesus talks about himself as Son of Man.
Yes.
And no one else really referred to him in that way, because Son of Man is a reference back to the book of Daniel. Have you ever read Daniel?
I haven't read Daniel.
You know about he was thrown obviously into the lion's den?
Yeah, that famous story.
But other than that, after that story happened, he had a lot of visions. And that happens from chapter 7 to 12. And in one of those chapters, they talk about this character called Son of Man. And it's this another way of saying it's the Messiah. So Jesus saying the Son of Man came to serve and not to be served. He's saying, I am the Messiah who came to serve and not to be served.
Whoa.
And it's cool because Jesus refers to himself like this 80 times, and he kept on using it over and over and over again. There's only one time in John 17 where he refers to himself as Jesus Christ.
Wow.
We mentioned that in John 17.
We have, yes. And also, which is, you've mentioned that Adam means man, and that there is
Or humanity.
humanity. And if you go all the way up the bloodline, or
Yes.
then it links up that Jesus is Son of Man, because he links up all the way to Adam.
Boom. That's also a very cool way to see it. Yeah. So that's how we say that was definitely his favorite title. It's funny because you would think Son of God or Jesus Christ would be his favorite, but this is the one he used 80 times.
So that shows that he wants to be part of man. He wants to have a relationship with us. If you think about that,
It's actually quite well said.
Because if he said, "I'm Son of God" every time, then it's very much that he claiming that he's God and that, hey, you should serve me. But the title is also much more, I serve you.
And that's exactly what he did. That makes me think of John 13. You can go check it out in the playlist, but there he dressed himself as a servant and he washed their feet as a servant.
Yes.
And then he showed himself as a humble leader.
Yes.
Wow. Quite cool.